Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 4 and again I welcome you again. So now what we discuss is going to be a base for us. Why base? Because from today or max by tomorrow we are entering into the service now. So you can switch off your video. Okay, we are going to be enter into the service now. When I say service now means that we are going in the tool and we will start exploring the options or the modules navigation in service now, that how these things can be done. But before I go or reach there, let's discuss a little bit about on the now create. Okay, so number one point that Atul, how I can learn more about ITSM. You can use now create, you can use developer community, you can use ServiceNow community, you can use Instagram, you can use Facebook, a lot of places where ServiceNow are putting the things on the regular basis, a lot of documentation available. So there's a no excuse that I'm not getting the stuff, because for ITSM you will get a lot of stuff. Okay, yesterday we were discussing about the now create. Being a business analyst, being a business process consultant, my core area, my core domain, my core work is to gather the requirement. Okay. Now, how to gather the requirement is one part. We're not going to discuss it, how we're going to be set up that workshop or all the things. I'm going to give you high level view, even though my experience says only one question or two question came max in the examination from the now create. But as a consultant, because everybody who's in the groups are working in service now and everybody want to grow their self in this domain. So what service now say that best way to gather the requirement. Number one, the question come, what is requirement? Meaning of requirement. Requirement is something which customer need to get in the actual format. Like when a kid is hungry, he had his requirement of food, right? When I want to be do for some exam, I want to be clear something, I have to be study hard. That is my requirement. If I want to be get first or get gold medal, it's my requirement. So in a simple word, requirement is something which a customer need or anybody need. I can say not customer, anybody need. Okay. Now what ServiceNow say that they divided. They say there's a lot of ways to get a requirement. You can take interview, you can take survey, you can conduct workshop, you can go through the process documents, you can go through some kind of focus group, you can go for some brainstorming session. But as per BA book, which is the fundamental we always use, or I always use in my work as well. There's a book called the BA book. They say that workshop is also one of the best method to get the requirement. Means people are sitting together from business side, from ServiceNow side, from customer side, from my team side. We sit together and then there's a one chairperson who will chair that complete workshop and get the requirements from the customer. I'll give you an example to understand that what I do as a BA, because a lot of time I got a question. Atul, I want to become business analyst in ServiceNow domain. Can you help me? Or there's a lot of time interview has been asked. What you do or what is the purpose of requirement? How you get the requirement from the customer? Okay, take example. My kid is in year 2. Okay, one day he go to school and my wife generally go for pick him up in the evening. Okay, she go to school, she picked my kid and my kid came back home. Generally when he came back home, I was definitely on my desk only, and he opened the door, he starts singing or something he's doing, kind of adventurous. That day he was very silent. I said, what happened? Nothing. He did not tell me anything. Okay. I said, is anybody hit you? Ma'am said something to you. You are you have a test today or what? He did not tell me anything. Okay, that's fine. I told to my wife. She said, yes, I notice. Now, after my office, we are sitting together as a family time and we're playing. Then my wife asked again, hey, what happened? You're not happy today. He did not say anything. Then my wife start poking her. Asha, tell me, how was your lunch today? It was your favorite, right? You got fried rice. Ah, it was good. Okay. Oh, there was a birthday in your class today. That boy. Yes, yes, yes. He gave a cake. I ate it. Okay. But you have a test today. Ah, it was good. Okay. You did not tell about that. How was the food? It was spicy. It was okay, okay, or you need something extra. Now we start recognizing his face because as soon as we talk about lunch, he start getting little furious. We got the one point that this is what the requirement is there. There is some issue at this point. Then my wife asked one more question, two more question, three more question, four more question, and then we get a result that he was having a lunch, but someone came and pushed him and his lunchbox was fell down. So he was half hungry that time and furious too. So this is what we as a BA do. We need to poke the customer up to the time you did not get clarification. You will not believe when we go for a workshop, we ask a very silly question. Let's say in a change management or in an incident management, there is a field and that field contains some drop down value. We ask from where you're getting this drop down value. Is it based on some calculation, some reference field, some conditions, some validations kind of things. This is what we have to do. But this is not the part of the requirement gathering because it's not a part of workshop, sorry. Because workshop is very high level. And what ServiceNow says, they divided the workshop in the three sections or three type of workshop. Number one, they says the process workshop, which is purely and purely concentrated on the process, how the steps will happen, who can do, what will happen is the process workshop. Second is called the technical workshop because nowadays customers are technically strong as well. They participate with us in the technical discussions where you do technically how this can be done. Scalability, maintainability, customization, configuration, those things we discuss in that particular technical workshop. And last is a requirement workshop, combination of the both. By this process, I want to achieve this thing. This is what my requirement is called the requirement workshop. Okay. Now, three things important. What should be the input? What should be during that workshop and what should be the output? Because being a business analyst, being a business process consultant, my deliverable is to get the requirement done, to get the requirement signed off. This is my deliverable. I was evaluated on this parameter at the end of the year in my appraisal that how many customers you onboarded successfully from the requirement perspective. Because I'm not a techie guy. Okay. So what should be the input? Number one, you should ask a lot of questions. You should ask from the stakeholder. Stakeholder should say something. I need this thing. I need this thing. You can do this by this way, by that way, by X and Y, Z method. Okay. You should create some kind of a metric. Okay, this person giving this requirement in this module. This person is giving this requirement in this particular module. Okay, plus who will support you? Your or the customer existing process will support you. Because what happened before you go to the workshop, it is recommended that you should read the customer and existing processes so that you can ask them the right questions. This is very much important. I'm telling you from my practical experience. People say, oh, I'm a what I can say. Business analyst, I get the requirement, but getting the requirement is only one step. There are a lot of things before requirement gathering and after requirement gathering, which is not part of this course, but it is important. Now, what will happen during the workshop? You should identify the challenges. It is not technical team nowadays. Forget. Nowadays, if you go in the market, companies are hiring a person who can discuss the technical stuff as well, who can come with the challenges. So let's say when I go to the workshop, I get 10 requirements. No, not requirements. It will become output. I go and we discuss some inputs. In the inputs, I got the challenges. No, this cannot be done in ServiceNow easily. Someone says, I want whenever any user login, the button color should be changed or the form color should be changed. Okay, I'm okay that this is requirement. But tell me before that, what is the business need for this one? Just to make a fancy form, it's not a business requirement. If it is something regulatory, something related to security, compliance, then I still think on that part because it is a very minor for me. Why? What will happen if customer will log in and didn't find the different color of the form? Nothing is going to be happening. It's not stopping your business. So here you and me guys need to be question to the customer. What is the business need for this? Tell me. This is what you me guys are here. We are the business analyst. We analyze the business. If we are not able to find out the value of that particular requirement, then we are waste. Okay. Then during the session, you understand or you formulate to be process. If you talk to any business analyst, they says I'm working on as is and my work is to take it to a 2B. As is we get in the inputs. 2B we are getting in this user session that what should be happen, what should you need now, what it look like after these discussions. This is the 2B part. And you put a very high level requirements. Okay, this is the form you need, this is a report you need, this is a dashboard you need, this is a process you need, this is the roles you need. Okay. Now what should be the final outputs? The final output should be your process document should be updated as per the latest discussion. Because जब तक process नहीं, until the process is not ready, you are not able to build the tool. Now it is a debatable question. What should be updated first, tool or process? Someone say no, tool take the priority, process need to be compromised. Someone say no, process take the priority, tool need to be compromised. It depends. And the last, you start drafting the stories. Remember this point. Stories. Workshops support you get it from here. Once things will be ready, you need to start stories. And today we are going to be discuss this thing only. Okay. So for this, yesterday remember that I told you that we have a now create. Let me take you on the now create here. So I already log into now create. This is what the now create look like. nowlearning.servicenow.com/nowcreate is the direct link. You can log in with your now learning credentials. It is giving me three things: methodology, success pack, and asset. Being a business analyst, all three are important for me. Methodology says how I can develop this thing. Kind of a agile is a methodology. Waterfall is a methodology. This is what it gives. Mainly this is not my area. Mainly this is for the project manager and all the things will be there because they need to be know that how to deliver this. I am more interested in the success pack or the asset. Let me show you the success pack now. Success pack give me a way how to develop and deploy this thing. Let's say I'm working for a customer and I want to be implement ITSM. I want to be optimize the ITSM. No. Surabhi said, no, Atul, I want to be operate it as a service. Then how you will do? These are, I'm sure these are very definitely new words for you. Let me open and show you. And open the success pack. Now you will get surprised. This is what we're talking, SDLC, software development lifecycle. And the beautiful part, this is a proved one. This is a proved success pack. If you want to implement ITSM for any of your customer, you can take help from this part. And now they added this flavor as well. Wow, that's nice. What it say? It's a 2x2 matrix. In which state, how it will start, initiate, plan, execute, deliver, and close. And believe me, there are a lot of partners, there are a lot of customers who are using Now Create as an important part in their deliveries. It will tell you that under the value management analytics, align the value. Now Surbhi has a question, Atul, come on. It's a 50-60 task, which is for me. Come on, come here. What role you are playing? Where you are responsible, I'm accountable. Okay, sorry. What role you are playing? I'm playing as a business process analyst. So you are responsible for 10 tasks, 0 accountable. 62 should be consulted, 67 to be informed. Farah said, no, Atul, I am an architect. Okay, no problem, come down. For you, 25 tasks. And you can see these highlighted are for you. Now Prashanti says, Atul, no. I am working as a test manager. See, 17 tasks are accountable for Prashanti. And this is not only one thing. Let me show you one more good point. Let me remove the filters. Because to do all these things, yeah. It has some issues, I guess. Clear filter, not. Okay, leave it. So now let's see.
Refresh the.
I don't want to refresh actually because there's some option available. Maybe do. Okay, it was okay. Okay. Now let's say I'm a business analyst. My work start of the requirements. This is what, right? Conduct platform workshop. Atul, you are experience holder. You can tell anything. You can make us fool and you become fool. Show us the proof now. I want to run a workshop. I need the process presentations. Like yesterday we talked, right? Farah and Surbi prepare the presentations, but it was not good. So you can go and click here. See more. Why it is important, who is required in this, how it can be done, what are the inputs, and here you get the PowerPoint presentations as well. That during this presentation, during this particular platform core workshop, what need to be asked, and these are the assets. Okay, so it means if I come here and show you these things, so you get some documentation as well. Like these are the documentation you can do. Few things ServiceNow provided as a template, few things we can create, and what should be the output. And if you want to see all the assets, come here, click here, and this is C for us. What you want, you can see here. Change management workshop you want, incident management workshop you want, what you want. No, Atul, I am implementing GRC. Governance risk, enter. See, GRC risk. Integrated recommended implementation sequence, that how to implement that part. Can we download? Why not? You can download. View asset and download. Done. This is what ServiceNow giving me. That is I'm saying. If you want to learn about ServiceNow modules, this is the best place. Authentic, up to the date, and everything will be included. Now, if you see here, this is if you want to implement IRM, follow these steps: foundation, crawl, walk, run, and fly. And under that, you have to do these things. If you want to filter out, you can filter out here as well. You want to go for the product specific, product agnostic. You want to go for some project specific, upgrade, implementation. Which module you want to do? Sorry. Which module you want to go? Build, design, testing. I want to go for the testing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. There's nothing for the governance risk. Let's see. But how to do the defect management? How to go defect template? See, templates they're giving us. What else we need? People demand these things in the market. See, up to you. You want to use it? That good. You don't want to use it? That's still good. If you want to modify as well, you can modify as per your needs as well. This is what this asset says here. Okay. Clear, everybody?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Atul, yeah.
Now there are few things that is called the starter stories, which we discuss, right? Because when we say this thing, starter stories. So let me put all. Let me put all. Let me put all, and let put search here. Change management. Let's see, will I find something or not? See, we have some stories. Where's the change management? I need to be see that only. But if I open this like this, advanced work assignment. See, the latest release. Open this. And you can see the starter stories are there now. What happened? Why it's not able to open? Because the format is not valid. Maybe something wrong with the format. Possibly. Let me see something on the change. Something easy to find out is, I'm sure. See, 370 results we are able to get it now. So you can imagine that everything which you need as a process consultant, as a business process consultant, as a business analyst, you can get it from here. It's taking time. Let me reload this one. In the meantime, let me show you one more thing. Now ServiceNow has, okay, it's open. Work assignment, agent starter stories, agent test, okay, business, okay, A, B, C, D. See, change management starter stories. So you can get on the Utah, you can get on the Tokyo, you can get on the San Diego, you can get on the Rome as well. Which version you will be using? Even Cubic they have. And you can see here that these are the starter stories. Let me open. See. Total how many stories they give? They give, if you want to implement change management for a customer, these 133 stories you have to be worked in the beginning. And with this, you can start using basics. As a change manager needed able to control the criteria of unauthorized changes. I want an organization should be mapped like this. What else in the beginning you need? And when we use these stories, when we are bringing any customer first time on the service now, maybe they're using some Excel sheet or manual part or some other tool which is not good, not that much sufficient, which ServiceNow can do. Then we go for this one. And you have the acceptance criteria as well. So now if you want to know more about change management, go and read these things as well. It will tell you that how the process work. For the incident management, you go and check, you will get a lot of things there.
Atul,
Here,
these stories, right? These stories are only based on the process implementation, or it does has the technical side as well. I mean,
only process side,
only
but
process.
it has some technical thing because if you want to implement the process, the
Mm-hmm.
technical thing you have to do in the tool, right?
Yeah, correct.
So that you have to be discussed with with the technical team, but it will give, because see, customer is not bother about the technical things. He
Mm-hmm.
needs that, okay, I have these stories to be work. That's all. Now
How do you
you,
do it in the back end? Yeah, it's all your
yes,
responsibility. Correct.
correct.
Got that.
Correct. Okay. So this is what we need to be discussed about the now create part. Any doubt, any question on this part?
Atul,
Prashanti, Samira. Yeah, go ahead, Samira.
um, Atul Prashanti here.
Sorry, go ahead, Prashant.
Is this like the user stories we write and the agile board uh, which we track?
Yes, you can import the story in the agile and then you can track it easily on the board as well.
Okay, so the agile it is integrated with ServiceNow.
No, it's not integrated. Agile is a module available in ServiceNow now. So you can create your stories in the ServiceNow itself. You'll get an agile board as well.
Okay,
You can create product backlog, you can create feature, you can create stories, you can create defect, everything you can get in ServiceNow.
okay,
Okay. But again, that is based on the licensing, what license you'll be using, because it's a
mm,
separate module. Okay.
yeah.
Now the other part which I want to be highlight, just take a few minutes. Latestly, ServiceNow redesign their now learning as well. And if you can see that they bring a different career journeys. You want to go for an admin, you want to go for an application developer, you want to go for an implementer, even you can go for a business process analyst as well. If you want to become a business analyst, a business process analyst, you can go and do these courses as an associate, as a practitioner, as a professional. If you want to go for the associate, you have to do 8 hours training and you will learn these things. What is required, what is optional, what is pending, what is completed. This is what I like in this particular part. If you want to go for the practitioner, you have to go for these things. 2 days training, you have to be complete. And here required as well that you should know the business analyst, delivery framework, agile, and other things. If you go for the professional one, you have to go 3 days training. All these things you'll need to be doing. So a lot of content they are giving. What is required, what is optional? Because nowadays a lot of people ask me that Atul, I want to become a business analyst in ServiceNow. There is no course of business analyst in ServiceNow. Business analyst is something different, ServiceNow something different. But now they club it and they bringing it like this. So like even though you have to show ITSM, we are on this place now. So we are doing the practitioner work and we are here. Implementation and simulator. And once you're done, then you have to go for the some innovation methods and some other things you can do. See, PA, and all the things will be there. This is what a big journey. If you have time for 10-15 days, 8 days this thing, 2 days this thing, 3-11, and then you go on the top, you can plan your things. But it is a journey. It's not like, because it's a journey. You need 15-20 days. You have to be grasp as well. You have to be think as well. You have to be understand as well. Then you can go for this. Okay. Till this point, any doubt, any question?
Atul, I just have one. I mean, not a question, just a
Go, go,
query.
go.
How to access that? I mean, the page that you have just shown, right?
Now
Where
learning. Go to now learning only.
no, I'm in that portal, but I couldn't find the trainings. I mean, where I can just go and I can see the assets and all, or I just have to.
No, no, I'm just
Okay,
now learning homepage only.
okay, okay. The new methodologies.
No, no, no. You want to know about now learning or you want to about the now create?
Uh, okay, sorry. Then I mix them together. No, I want now create. I'm able to open. I just wanted to know that now learning thing. Okay,
Go,
I'll just look for
go
that.
to
Yeah.
now learning homepage. You will find the career journey here.
Okay.
Okay. Chali. No problem. Okay, let's come back here now. This is we done. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now let's understand another important point in ServiceNow specifically, that one thing we should know: to work in ServiceNow, a user need a license, a user need a role. Okay, you cannot allow everybody to enter in your house. Let's say I'm I'll not say I'm your teacher. We are all of the colleagues here, but still you will not allow me to enter in your bedrooms kind of things. If I came to your house, you can say, okay, Atul, you can sit in the living room or the dining room. We can bring tea for you and we can greet you there. Because I'm not an authorized user, or I don't have that role by which I can go and enter in your rooms and do anything else there. It means, but if a parents came, they're allowed to go in any room. Your kids are allowed to go any room. It means anything which you're able to see in the service now. Let me close all other tabs, otherwise to get confused. In this instance, if you're able to see, you can see all these options. These are coming and coming only and only from the role assigned to that particular user. Okay, this is first fundamental. ServiceNow is a tool, is a platform which work on the role. If you have a role, you can see 100 options here. If you don't have a role, you cannot see the options here. Okay, so what they clarify, what they classify on the high level, and these are the high level applicable for every process, every module. Either you talk about incident, change, problem, request, knowledge, any module. These are the high level part. Okay, and what these are specifically. Okay, so the first one is called the end user. And who is end user? End user is the person who use that service, who can request something, who can check the knowledge articles. This is what that person called here is the end user. Okay, like if we go on the Amazon website, okay, and we order something, who we are the end user. If we stuck somewhere, we go and check some reviews, we go and check some knowledge articles on the Amazon website, that how to use that. And in ServiceNow, end user don't need any license. It don't require any license. Okay. Now the second rule is called the process owner. Process owner, service owner, and the process manager. These three roles are important role. Process owner who take care of the health of the process. What this mean? This mean the process should be built as per the latest compliance, as per the business, sorry, as per the not IT, as per the standards. It has all the best practices. Nobody should able to violate it. No, there should not be any loophole in the process. This is what the responsibility of the process owner. I work as a process owner as well. My work, create the process and make sure every team is using. There should not be any loophole, and I improve the process by adding few things one by one, one by one, one by one. This is the process owner. Service owner, who is responsible for that service life cycle. Means if we say, okay, guys, I am responsible for the email as a service. Email onboarding, email working, email offboarding. Don't think that email which I send to you or you send to me or you send to your friends. No, that is not the email. Email as a complete service. This person is responsible. If I want to add any new server in the email service, I have to get the approval from this particular person. Who is running, who is owning that service? Let's say my wife is a baker. Okay, she is making the base, cake base. If I want to do any changes in the microwave oven to make some maybe paneer or some other stuff, I have to be asked her, because maybe she's going to be use the oven after 5-10 minutes. If I change some temperature, it can impact her work. Or I say, no, let's change the model for this oven. Let's take a new oven. Then I have to take her approval because she's service owner. She is responsible for all the services. And she is responsible, and this person is responsible for the availability as well, that my service should be available or my service available 99%. Now, process manager. This guy is responsible from the operational side, support side. That in my team, people are using, resources are using, executives are using, agents are using the process rightly. He makes sure everything which mentioned in this process should be followed here completely on the ground level. Definitely, when we go for the discussions with the agents or the engineers, they simply say, hey, you are a process owner. You don't know that what you write and how it's been implemented in the ground level. Ground level reality is something different. Management has only one work to give order, and order. But they don't know about the ground reality. How much I have to be work, how much I have to be suffer. These are those guys. His work or this person work to make sure that at the operation level, this process should be followed 100%. If there's some breach happen here, then it should inform to this particular person so that he can or she can check that why breach has been happened and he can improve the process. And the last is the fulfiller. You call to service desk, you call to call center. Call center is okay. Two things. There's a difference. Call center and service desk are two different concepts. Basically, call centers discuss or are taken into the some business terms, but service desk has been taken in the industry term, like IT service desk. You called, let's Surbi is facing some issue in the network. She called to one number, and that lady say, "Hello, ma'am, how can I help you?" She created an incident on Surbi's behalf. She is a fulfiller. For this one, in ServiceNow, we have the ITIL rule. A licensed, a charged one rule. ServiceNow charge for this one. Okay, they can create, they can update, they can resolve the task. Why I'm saying task? Because here task I refer incident, change and problem. Request as well. Okay, so these are the 5 major roles, but going forward, when we go in the incident, when we go in the change, when we go in the problem, we will see a different role at the different application or module level as well. That what other roles are available, like change manager, incident manager, cab manager, change approver, change deployment team, incident analyst, task analyst. So those are the specific one to the module level. It is not that much important, but yes, one question or two question can become on this part because these 3 terms are confusing one. Okay, clear everybody? And doubt?
Atul, just a question. We can have combine some roles.
Preferably not. No, preferably not.
Preferably not. Okay.
Because if you combine that, if something happened wrong,
Yeah.
Single person will be blamed, right? Then he will say, no, I'm doing multiple roles, I got confused.
Okay.
And there's no segregation that this task or this activity he done from which capacity, as a process owner or as a service owner.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? So preferably in the companies, these three are the different roles, and three different people or three different resources do.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
But it's feasible. I mean,
It is
in some
no,
companies. Yeah.
it is yes, it is feasible in a small company, in a startup. A
Mhm.
user perform or the person perform multiple roles. Like I'm a service owner as well, I'm a process owner as well, I'm a process manager as well.
Yeah.
That is feasible, but not practical that much.
Exactly. Okay. I see.
Because on the later on, today you are a small company, today you have only 2 or 3 processes, but tomorrow if you have 20, 30 processes, then it's hard to manage by that person.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Atul,
What?
I have a question. Okay, so usually when we design a process, right, we have the roles, and based
Right.
on the roles, we have a lot of job responsibility or the role responsibilities, right? And we just factor them out. We create a RACI so that we know who is accountable, who is going to do what, right? But sometimes what happened, the customers ask a question that how are you going to map these role with the licenses that we have in ServiceNow?
Hmm.
Right, I mean, we have like end user licenses, right? I mean, there is no cost to it, but still that's like one of the license, right? Then we have ITIL licenses, we have admin licenses, right? So when we say that this person is a process owner, let's say that incident process owner, right?
Right.
So incident process owner is somebody who is just writing the process, who is making sure that the incident process designed as per the requirement, it is well
Right.
aligned with the tool, the flow in the
Right.
tool, right? So do we give some type of licenses? I
No.
mean, in
No.
no,
No.
no. Okay, it's only the process side.
In
Hmm.
ServiceNow, we give this as a designation that he's a
Very nice.
processor,
Okay,
because
okay.
this person is not doing anything in the ServiceNow.
Hmm.
He is building the process which can be implemented in ServiceNow.
Okay.
Maybe this person can be get the role. If you
Hmm.
say incident process manager, it is an incident manager for me. Even though
Right.
this still it is a different one, but here playing two roles together in that particular place, because he need to be get the data to do the operational management perspective. Is my process is getting followed completely? I'm on the right track or not as the process documentation.
Hmm.
So that is the thing.
So I mean, so like the incident managers, change managers, problem managers, right? They are taking care of the process side,
Yes.
but they are working in the tool as well,
Right. Right.
right? So what license? I mean, what exactly? What type
We
of
will
roles?
we will discuss that.
Okay.
That is again a module specific.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So mainly when we discuss about our ITSM modules,
Mm-hmm.
we have some standards things to be discussed. Let me show you in the agenda, I guess, where it is gone. Okay. Let me show you here. So if you see here, like these things,
Mm-hmm.
like this incident, we have a touch point, we have life cycle, we have a role. Same
Okay.
thing if you notice here,
Mm-hmm.
in the change, we have a touch point, we have a role, we have a life cycle. So in these 5 or 4 modules,
Mm-hmm.
these are the common things. That what
Right.
is the life cycle, what is the roles available, how this role has been mapped, what is the process available on that part, which is
Okay. Okay.
to understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
your question, which role incident manager have, we will discuss in the incident management role module.
Okay.
It's
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
these are the high level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are the high levels. Okay, chali, let's move to the next one. Now, I'll not go this in depth today. We'll pick up it tomorrow, but I want to be discuss few minutes on the data level. Data is very much important for us. Now, I'm talking one type of data. In our industry, we have a 2 type of data mainly. We have a foundation data, we have a transactional data. Transactional data is data which generating on a day-to-day basis. You go to a shop, You get something, you swipe your card. It is a transactional data. You go to market, you shopping, swipe your card. It is a transactional data. You go to your school, you go to your kid's school, pay the fees. It's a transactional data. You go somewhere, you return some product. It's a transactional data. Then what is the foundation data? The card you are using has a specific name, number, address, email ID, phone number. It is a foundation data. Either you swipe that card in India or either swipe a card in the UK or US. These things will not get changed. This is what the foundation data here. Now the question comes, why foundation data is important? This was the question asked to me in one of the interview. It was I guess it was some startup, 2016 or 17 somewhere. Okay, so that person asked me, Atul, I saw your profile, it's very good and all the things. How you start a project? How you start an implementation? I am again, or जो हमें retire रहता है, we'll go and create a workshop, we'll go for the workshop, we'll get the as is to be process, we'll get identify the gaps. He said, okay, but still you're missing something. I said, no, this is what we have to be do. No. Then he say that there's a concept called the foundation data. Let me show you to understand more about this thing. Oh, let me click on. Okay. The first thing, what is added or what is a part of foundation data? Your users, your group, your location, your department, your category, your subcategory, your assignment groups, your SLAs are your CMDB are the foundation data. Let's say in this form, this is the field, right? What is the meaning of the category? Simple, at all, something to be classified, right? Something to be classified. Like if I take you in a showroom and there's a lot of furniture, what you will do, Atul, let's classify this. One section only for the office furniture, one section only for the living room furniture, one section for the kitchen furniture. What are you doing? You are doing classify. If in this field, instead of inquiry, instead of software, I mentioned male and female, or masters or bachelors, what you will say? Atul, are you mad? Category is something like you can say he's a below 20, below 30, like this. Category cannot be male or female. Come on, put some your mind here. Or let's say in the state, if I mention inquiry and help software, will it work? No, because state can be new, can be in progress, can be cancelled, close, hold, all the things will be state. Then now open your eyes and mind now. Why foundation data is important? Because foundation data will tell you how your process will flow. Foundation data help you to define your processes. If in the urgency, if I mention male and female, come on, Atul, are you kidding me? Urgency cannot be male and female. Why? Because urgency, what is the meaning of urgency? Is something important. Is male is important, female is important. Hey, these are the genders. Or if I put bachelor, master, doctorate, Atul, these are the qualification. What he will do the qualification in this incident management? Nothing. Because that's not playing any role here. So this is what the foundation data says. Your users, your group. So when we go for the workshop, once the workshop is over, and even during the workshop only, we say, okay, share your foundation data, share me the categories, share me the subcategories, share me your groups, share me your user, share me the rules, share me the contact type, share me the streets, so that I can see that what value you are entering. Let's say inquiry and help. Let's say there's a two values, software and software in the small. I told to customer, why are you using two software value? No, the capital S is showing on by my company, small s showing on by other company. Hey, are you mad? Both have the same meaning. How I will recognize this? This is what we have to be doing at that point of time. What I can say, clean up the foundation data as well. This is a fundamental step, guys. If you are implementing ServiceNow for a customer who already using some tool, some method, some mechanism, and if in their foundation data, specifically like category, subcategory, they have a garbage value, please don't bring in the ServiceNow. It's a well saying in industry, garbage in, garbage out, shit in, shit out. And this is the first time. I'll give an example to understand this part. Let's say, let's come here. Let's say Samira and her family get a new 3 BHK house, a big, good one, garage, garden, all the things are there. They're staying in a rented house as of now. So in the last 4 years, they're staying in the rented house. Definitely they have a family, so they purchase a lot of things, some table, chairs, fridge, washing machine kind of things. Do you think they will bring all the old, which is no more in the use, or which equipment or the equipment life cycle is just another for 6 months to 1 year, they will bring the new house? They will not bring. Hey, leave it, we'll take it in the new house. Specifically, this has happened when we shifted from the rented house to the own house. In a bed, we will get it new in the new house only. Why? Who will take this to their life is already over, it's little old, new house, new style of bed will take it. What you are doing? You are bringing your foundation data. You're cleaning up your foundation data on the entry level only. No. If I take this garbage, it's this equipment in the new house, it will be stay there. I don't want, keep it in the new old house only, or sell out or put in the scrap only. This is what the value of the foundation data. Clear, everybody? Go ahead for the question.
Yes, clear.
Okay. Prashanti, Samira, Surbhi.
It is clear. We will discuss it in more details tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll discuss in more detail. So now the purpose is to tell you that there are two types of data, transitional and the foundation data. Transitional data is day in, day out, which you are doing, but foundation data is one which help you to design the process. Maybe I am implementing service now, and my service now, my customer says I need one more field here. Super priority. Red, amber, and green. I will ask the question, why you need this new field? What purpose it is serving for you? Because ServiceNow did not give out of the box. If you need, I can build it for you, I can configure it for you, but what purpose it is giving it to you? Think about the question answered now. How you will convince to the customer not to add this field in the ServiceNow? Super priority. What explanation you will give to the customer? We'll discuss in tomorrow call. Okay. So these are the challenges you will find when you're implementing ServiceNow. And this is a very common one. It's not very, what I can say, new one. These are the common one.
Yeah.
Okay. Chali, if all good, let me stop the recording here. Any last question before I stop the recording? Okay.
No, we're good. Yeah.
Good. Let me